Cheers to 2026.
Cheers.
The best year of our life.
Yes. Welcome back to Learn English with Camille, and most of the time,
Calvin.
I am Camille, and
I'm Calvin.
yes, if you're new here, we want to welcome you to our channel or podcast. We teach English online in a natural format like this, just talking with each other, real life conversations. I write real life English conversations and stories as well that you can check out on my website, Learn English with Camille, or Amazon. It's been a while since we've posted a new video, and it's because we got really busy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Christmas time, Thanksgiving, from that moment in the year, it's pretty much run.
Yes. And this time we went back to the States for Christmas. We were home for a week, and then Calvin went back again to the States for his best friend's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came back, and we went on a little trip with our family just here in Portugal. So we're finally, it feels like, back in the office.
Yes, we're here. We're here to help you learn English this year in 2026. And yeah, we're excited. We're excited to see what God has for all of us.
Yes, and today's video, we thought it would actually be good and maybe interesting for you guys as well to reflect on 2025 and then look forward into 2026. I know too many of us don't take time to do that, and life can be a whirlwind, and then all of a sudden you're like, 3 years went by? What did I even do? What even happened? Yeah. So I've already taken time, and I think Calvin has too, in our journals personally, reflecting. I went through all the photos like each month being like, who visited us? What happened? What did we do?
That's a good idea. Yeah, I didn't do the photo thing, and I think that could have been a lot more helpful. I would just try to remember, which my medium-term memory is not the greatest, and so much can happen in 1 year. And so it's good to have photo evidence, and we take thousands of photos every year. So
it's true. And this video too, we can always look back on and be like, oh yeah, that's what happened in 2025.
Yeah, so it's just as much for us as it is for you.
So I think it'd be good to start with what were some of the positive things that happened in 2025? What were some of the things that you remember, some things that were highlights?
Yes, that's great. A great place to start. I think, a lot of highlights begin with travel.
That's true.
We traveled a lot in the summer. We got to see a lot of countries with our kids during summer break.
Yes, we ended up going to Northern Ireland, Sweden, just for a couple days, Iceland, which we did a video about Iceland if you're interested in that, and Norway. So a lot of new countries for us.
New countries. And then we also, in spring break / Easter, we went to Spain, South Spain.
Which was beautiful.
Long drive, but beautiful.
Yes. And then we also went to Jordan, just the two of us for a few days.
That's true. See, I already forgot about that trip.
How could you forget? It was amazing.
I know. Well, I guess we've had too many amazing things.
And you went to Malawi.
Was that last year?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, a lot of travel last year. Plus, we went back to the States.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and you know why we did so much? A huge positive thing that happened last year was that we got our residency cards here in Portugal. So after a year and a half of waiting, of submitting all of our documents, of doing our fingerprints by ourselves,
yes, all that stuff.
So much stress, we finally got our residency.
Yes.
That was a highlight.
It was an accomplishment for sure. We celebrated getting residency, and we were so happy. Did you cry?
No, but you were on the phone with your friend, and I ran into the house and ran upstairs and screamed, the cards came!
That's true.
I was so excited because we had been waiting for so long.
Yeah.
And it was May, and we had our trip planned for the end of June, and I was like, these cards have to come or we're not allowed to travel.
Yes, and they came.
Yes.
Thank the Lord.
Yes. I would say another highlight of last year was publishing 2 children's books.
Yeah, we should show them at some point. But
I know, I could grab them. I think they're just right up here, actually, maybe.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's publishing 2 children's books, and we actually got a 3rd one out this year already. So this is a series to teach your child English. I love these books because the illustrator is just amazing. And these are based on our 3 kids, on our family. And you just learn a lot of great vocabulary. Your kids can look at engaging photos. There's questions on the bottom of a lot of the pages. So that was a huge, I think, accomplishment last year as well.
Yeah, and our son Maddox helped with this 3rd one, and he's read all of these, so you can listen, or your kids can listen along and hear Maddox read the books to you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think, wow, there's still more highlights I'm thinking of because our family got very musical.
That's true.
In 2025. I
Yes.
started playing the piano, our son Maddox started playing and blew me out of the water, meaning he's so much better than me. He's already playing incredible things just using this app called Simply Piano.
Yes, he devoted 3 hours a day sometimes because he just loved it so much. He just kept playing and playing.
Yeah.
It was amazing to see a passion being birthed in your children. And it was great to hear music in the house. And that was one of my goals. I wanted us to become more musical because I think, our families pushed it maybe a little bit, maybe not. But I know it's such a beautiful part of life is having music in a house. And so, I bought a ukulele. Obviously, you guys know if you follow us.
And a guitar.
And then I bought a guitar. And then, some different types of drums for the little kids. We bought a harmonica for Ivory, our girl.
Yeah.
And
we're pretty musical now.
you bought a little shaker thing from Morocco, or not Morocco, but from Mallorca.
Oh, yeah, I went to Mallorca too.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yes.
Wow,
Oh,
it seems like we travel a lot.
I think so. This year we're slowing down a little bit, I think.
Yes, maybe it's a problem. Maybe we need a psychiatrist.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Maybe it's in our blood.
Do we travel too much? Let us know.
Yeah. Well, those are some of the positive things. I also want to mention getting an electric automatic car was a positive thing.
Sold our car.
Yes.
In a foreign country. Anything done in a foreign country, I think, is like, woo, we celebrate.
Yes,
We did it, I'm sure some of you guys know as immigrants into countries.
And I've always been able to drive, but I gave up on learning how to drive a manual. And Calvin was like, well, then we're going to get an automatic car. We chose the route for an electric car, which we love. And I never realized how much freedom I would feel. Like yesterday, I just went down to the beach and walked along the beach. Before, I would have had to walk 25 minutes to the beach and then walk along the beach and then walk home 25 minutes. So it's brought a lot of freedom having the car. I can sometimes bring the kids to places as well. And Calvin isn't the only one being our chauffeur.
It's nice for me, for sure, especially on rainy days, which are very, there's a lot of rainy days now. And so driving both kids to school and there's a lot of movement. So, and then everybody else is doing the same. So traffic increases and, as you guys know, driving in traffic isn't fun. Yes. So having another driver to alleviate my pressure is amazing.
Yes. And then I would think people that visited us, that was a highlight. We had several friends. My Italian friend, Marika, and her boyfriend Lucas, who's also our friend from Brazil, came to visit us.
Yes.
Our friend Sinan, who's
Sinan,
a Turk, came to visit us. His friend.
Yes.
We had more people that came to visit us.
Did our Moroccan friend come? Also that?
Oh, yeah.
He came.
The Moroccan friend came. My other Turkish friend, Yonca, came.
Oh, yeah.
Our friend Dan Bauman came.
We have both Brazilian friends come?
Was that last year or 2 years ago?
I don't know. Yeah, they all kind of mesh
this is
together.
why we have to do this, because otherwise we forget. But anyways, we love to have friends visit us and spend time with us.
Yes.
And then sometimes we rope them into filming videos.
You've seen some, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, those are all good.
Yeah. Anything else you want to mention as far as positive things, good things that happened last year, Calvin?
Let me take a drink.
This is Darjeeling tea, by the way. It's really, really good.
Very good. I don't know. Was there any specific stories? It's good to do a specific highlight, like one moment or something that really impacted you, or we shared a few small ones.
Yeah. I mean, I can share something with the negative, and then also in that there's a good story. So one of the hardest things we went through last year was just a lot of sickness in our family, like strep throat, fevers. The worst was chicken pox. All three of our kids got chicken pox, which is where you get like itchy red bumps all over your body. But our youngest had it in the form of like massive
welts. No, not welts. Like
blisters, and they
open
were scabbing
wounds.
over, and it was horrible. He still has scars that he's healing from on his body.
It was
And
bad.
Calvin went ahead to Ireland with our kids who didn't have the chicken pox because the trip was planned. We had to get out of our house because there were people coming for home exchange. And I ended up staying with our Argentinian friends right down the road who opened us with arms wide open. They have 2 kids. Itzel and Nico are the couple, and they're just so wonderful. And that was just one of the kindest things anyone has ever done for me. Like, she was helping me bandage Cairo's wounds. She's like, you can stay as long as you need. She cooked our meals. It was just really sacrificial love, and I saw so much of God's goodness in that moment.
Yeah, that is a good story, and a low light and a highlight together. Yeah, I was thinking my trip to Malawi was very impacting. I met a lot of very humble people, but very beautiful people. And I talked to a lot of pastors or people that are trying to share about Jesus. And they really have nothing, you know. These pastors are walking to their congregations. Maybe they live in another town, but they have to get to where their congregation, where they gather, the community of faith is. And yeah, that was really amazing to see just their sacrifice to basically care for these people of faith.
Yeah.
So that was
Really
beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah.
What about things that were difficult? We mentioned the sickness, which was the number one, I think, hard thing last year.
Yeah.
The number 2 hard thing is probably our son being really discontent at his public school, which led to us actually taking him out of that school, which is a construction site right now because they're renovating it. So literally the kids are studying in containers in the school, and the situation is kind of chaotic. And we had some other problems there as well. And so today is actually his first day at his new private school.
Yeah, so we're going to give this a go. Our other kids are in a private school, and we like the values and things like that. So
A much better experience.
yeah, but it has been hard to see him. He's actually had a very good attitude through most of it. But yeah, we're happy to kind of turn the page and hopefully have a better experience for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I would say also we kind of, with all the travel, we burnt out from flying. Whereas, so this year, we're trying not to fly because we've had so many long flights and back and forth to the U.S. And I went to Malawi, which is crazy far.
Jordan was so far.
Jordan, yeah.
So originally we were thinking Japan this summer, and now we're like, Japan next summer.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
we're gonna do some home exchanges close by, like in Spain and hopefully France, where we can just drive and take our car, take turns driving, and be more low key and actually enjoy the summer here in our city. Because last year we traveled to cold places and feel like we missed summer. And the weather here has been a challenge for us going into our 3rd year here. We're like, oh my gosh, rain, 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 go away, please.
Yeah, I think that's been a low light in a way, is the weather. It can definitely get old. The low level clouds, the rain, and it's not just drizzle, it's like crazy rain, hail, sometimes thunder, lightning, crazy winds. I mean, if you watch the news, you know, at least right now, there's been so many storms going through that there's so much flooding in Portugal. And we drove south, and near the town called Liria, like half the trees were down, if not more, from the wind all the way down.
We were shocked just across the highway, across the road.
Yeah, so it was shocking. We're like, what happened? Because just we're only like hour and a half north, and that didn't happen. So yeah, it's a sad moment in Portugal, and they're trying to recover still. So that's a low light.
Yeah, I think, that's good. We focused on last year, highlights and lowlights. I think it'd be good I told Calvin I don't want this video to be too long, so we can transition into 2026 and what our hopes and goals are. We already mentioned our short travel we'll be doing in the summer, our son in a new school. What else do we have going on, and are we looking forward to in 2026?
Well, we just started playing chess.
Oh, yes.
It's like came like a wind in our family, like the instruments, basically.
Yeah.
And from the littlest to the oldest, we're all playing chess, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, but we can spend hours a day. This whole weekend, like that's all we did was play chess.
Everybody was playing it on apps. I bought a table, or what do you call that?
A board.
A board.
Yeah.
Chess board.
Yeah.
So that's a fun little new
I never
thing.
knew how to play. Like I just learned. My son taught me on Friday. We're filming on Monday, and I love it. I never knew how fun it was, and frustrating at times because you just don't see moves that just come out, and you're like, ah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's good for your brain though, and it's a good skill I think to have.
It really is. Yeah. What other thing are you looking forward to?
In 2026, yeah, hopefully learning more piano as well. The trips we'll be taking, and then I'm launching at least 2 more children's books.
And one
more, it'll be a short
dialogue.
story
Oh,
book.
yeah,
Short
that's right.
stories.
Short stories.
Yeah, which I'm going to be working on reading the audio of that this week.
It's similar to this one, right? Because this one says 500 most common words.
And my storybook is with the 2,000 most common words used in English.
Yes.
So I think it'll be an amazing resource for language learners, and I'm excited to get that book out.
Yeah, and it's not just to put a number, it's actually scientifically backed. You know, if you know, I can't remember what it is, I should have got the stat, but it's like you can speak in everyday life if you know something like 1,000 words in English. So you get like 80% of all your conversations are done with something like 1,000, 2,000 words. So when you read these stories and you ingest these words, you're basically setting yourself up for success in English.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's done in context, which is also a sort of, I guess, studied thing that, you know, we learn words, we learn, a language in context, in story, in dialogues. And so that's why we push these things. They're not the most flashy way to learn. They're not like AI, but they do help you learn.
Yeah. I forgot to mention another highlight
hot
last
here.
year was getting heat in our house. Our
We're almost
third winter
sweating.
in Portugal, and we finally have a pellet stove. Our owner put it in,
Yes.
and it's the biggest gift because we used to walk down into our kitchen and we'd sometimes like see 15 degrees and we're freezing. We're in our bathrobes, we're putting heat packs on, slippers, we're freezing, and now we're like, oh my gosh, I'm actually warm right now drinking tea. It feels great. Yeah.
We got like trees around us, you know, it's like things are flourishing.
Yes.
And there's no icicles hanging.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It's true. The heat is amazing. It's drying out the house. It feels better in here.
Yeah.
So, yes,
It
thank
really
you,
is.
Helena.
Our owner. Yes. Yeah. So I don't know. Are there other things you're looking forward to this year, Calvin?
I think we do have a few trips, you know, I think we're looking forward to our shorter driving travel, which is going to be a new way, you know, we can bring our rollerblades or things like that. So yeah, I think I look forward to that. We're going to look into North Spain, kind of Bordeaux, France area. Should be fun.
Yes.
Um,
And southern Portugal for Easter break is what we're looking at.
yes,
Hoping
yes.
we can go explore more of Portugal and get away from the rain.
Yes. So those are fun things to look forward to. Yeah, I think
What
that's
about
it.
like your business or anything that you're wanting to do and your...
Yeah, I mean, with my business, I think I have some very good clients. I love working for people that really are making an impact in the world. And so really it's just kind of much of the same. Just keep helping them do what they do best with, you know, I do websites and a little bit of marketing or, you know, connecting technology online. So, yeah, I look forward to, you know, doing more of that and helping the world, hopefully. That's my
Nice.
goal. Yeah.
Nice. Good. Well, perfect. I think that can wrap up this video. We tried to keep it around 20 minutes. We would love to know in the comments anything that you would love to process, maybe one highlight, one low light from 2025, and something you're looking forward to or a goal of yours in 2026.
Yes. So feel free to share. Feel free to like this video. Subscribe if you haven't for more English content. Share it with a friend that's learning English. really helps us out.
Yes, thank you guys. We'll see you soon in a new video. Ciao.
Or podcast. See ya.